This beautiful oak tree marks one corner of the 221.2 acres in New Canton, Virginia, just 30 minutes to Farmville and 40 minutes to University of Virginia. The land has history, various types of rocks and soil, wildlife, water and young vegetation. Mountains can be seen off in the distance. The soil is a mixture of sand and clay. The vegetation is less than 8 years old. The property is full of redbud trees that are absolutely gorgeous in April. This pool of water is surrounded by undergrowth. It is fed by a tributary of Randolph Creek. The work of beavers can be seen in this part of the creek. These are bricks from the original mansion that graced this property during the Civil War. Captain Miller owned several thousand acres in this area at that time. Many of the current landowners are descendants of Captain Miller and those that worked on the plantation. Here is one fairly level, cleared area of the property. The property slopes down to the creek and a marshy area. The damming of the creek in the 1920s caused the marshy area. The property is full of young flowering trees. Everywhere you turn is color. Here is more color. Ground cover flowers complement the trees. The view goes on and on. There are mountains in the distance. This is the current road through the property. The hunters bush hogged several walking trails last fall. Bring your geologist. Here is just a sampling of the rocks on this property. The property owner identified mica, marble, and fool's gold. How many can you find? Arrowheads have also been found on this property, taking the history of the land back to the Native Americans. The deer are plentiful. Here are just a few tracks. Can you identify other types of wildlife prints? This is the land to test your skills. Deer tracks galore. This area of the creek is a little more open. With just a little clearing, it could be a nice swimming hole. Running water creates such a magical environment with soft, soothing sounds. Not only can the beavers' work be seen in the creek, but it can also be seen on the stumps around the creek and the beavers' trail to the creek. A magnificent place to study animal behavior. The white brick hiding behind the vegetation is a wall from the original Civil War plantation home. In front of where the house was are daffodils. Redbud trees love this location and grow and flower beautifully. How would you capitalize on this view? Approximately 5 miles, much shorter as the crow flies, from the entrance of this property is a bridge across Randolph Creek. Here is the view from the bridge. Just beyond the fallen tree is a beaver dam. Just a mile or so from the bridge over Randolph Creek is another area attraction called Sports Lake. According to this sign, you can fish with a permit.